Thank God for Friday. So TGIF. Anyway, I hope you guys are well, and it's another good Friday. Yeah, and we have a lot lined up for you from a very slow yesterday. So Jesse will be here in a short while. Uh, he's taking some time. He's doing something before coming up on board. I'm sorry we are late. Technical issues, but we are here. Anyway, I want to give you a breakdown on what we should expect today. Today we're going to talk about Adobe. Everybody knows Adobe had earnings yesterday. So yes, there are details to talk about there. We had Number two, we had a confirmation on the pay package from Tesla. The pay package to Elon Musk. So since we have a confirmation, definitely we have to talk about it. Since and at least we talk about how we expect Tesla to perform in the coming future. Number three, we have Broadcom Avgo. I think yesterday we talked at length on Broadcom, but we will still talk about Broadcom since it's what is propelling the semiconductor industry. And number four, I think we have Apple. Apple and valuations, and Apple leads on valuation, capitalization, definitely. And the top three race is very tight. And the top three race is very tight because we have Apple, we have Microsoft, and we have the new Nvidia. So that's something to watch. Number five, definitely you can't talk about semiconductors without talking about Nvidia. I think Nvidia will be talked about. We will be talking about Nvidia anytime because I think it's an industry darling right now, the stock market darling right now. So expect something more on Nvidia. Uh, Next, we have Euro USD. The sell-off continues as dollar is very strong today, and the entire week it has been very strong, even after the FOMC and the CPI. So today in the morning we had number seven. I think we have the BOJ. BOJ BOJ did, you know what BOJ did this morning? Anyway, we'll talk about BOJ later, but definitely yen is one of our topics, and next we have the commodities. So the commodities, definitely we'll talk about the gold and the silver, and to finalize this brief summary, I think this should be the first one, but uh, it's okay. We will still come to it, but we have to talk about petrodollar. So it's very exciting. I think we have around 9 items to talk about. So I don't know if Jesse is ready yet, but I can jump in straight to Nvidia. We talk about the valuations and what we saw yesterday. So
I'm
yesterday
here,
we
man.
report.
I'm here.
Hey, you're here. Say hi to guys before I jump in on
Okay,
Nvidia.
so hi everyone. I hope you had a good week. I think it's week closer today, and I hope the markets have been kind to you as we wind up this week. I think we're going to touch grass as from today evening, since there is no more trading for me until Monday. So yeah, welcome everyone, and I hope it's going to be a good session. Hope you catch some good trade today
Hey,
in the
Jesse.
markets. So, if you don't mind, Walter, I think I'll just go into details about the happenings of today, the events, and what to expect uh, when the bell rings during the open. Is that okay?
It's okay. But before you go on, what do you think about Adobe or Adobe? You know,
Um, uh, I call it Adobe because, funny enough, because we just seen some. some good earnings in the first quarter, in the second quarter of the year, and this company, has been here for a while. Um, its products range from creatives and all that. So I guess today we'll see definitely good earnings mean investors will be more confident in creating more value for the company, and therefore expect some bullish momentum during market open.
Okay. You can go on. Bebe. I have a lot. I have a chunk full to talk about I mean, Adobe. But you are requesting me to go first, or would you like? What would you want?
No, no,
You
I
said.
just that was just a pointer. So, but I'll get into more details. So let me kind of do that. What is happening today is that Adobe was quite high during the pre-market session, which we are currently still in. So this company reported the fiscal second quarter earnings, and they were better than expected. And the creative and marketing software company boosted guidance for the fiscal year ending in November. Uh, the net new digital media and annualized recurring revenue, which is a closely watched metric for the company, was reported at $487 million. And this is well above the company's forecast of around $440 million. So all around better than expected earnings, which will signal us a green day. So the company also closed off this quarter with total digital media ARR, which is annualized recurring revenue average return on revenue of $16.25 billion. And the chief financial officer, who is Dan Ban, has been reported saying that they had a very great first half of the year, of the fiscal year, and he expressed that they were going to carry that momentum into the second half. So I guess this is a boost for the company moving forward. So secondly, we also had Elon Musk's. I think this was yesterday. So the shareholders reapproved Elon Musk's $56 billion pay package. This was during a vote yesterday. So these shareholders had to reconsider the issue after a Delaware judge who was quoted citing inadequate disclosures in January voided the package, which passed in 2018 with more than 70% support. So Tesla's board put the same package, granting Elon Musk some 300 million stock options up for another vote with new disclosures. So the drama will still continue because we'll still have another vote coming. So this passage of shareholders backed the proposal on Thursday wasn't disclosed, so that was not revealed to us, given that they might not want to reveal the exact details of who voted yes or no. So following that, Tesla shares rose 1.3 in the pre-market today, and we are yet to see what will happen during market open. So another event that is rocking the markets today is Broadcom. And I think Walter talks about it. I think he had an active trade, if I'm not wrong. He'll tell us about that later on. So Broadcom was up 1.2% in the pre-market trading after the shock after the stock closed at a record high Thursday, and this was the record high of $1,678 or so, following better than expected earnings from the semiconductor and software company. And after it announced a 10-for-1 stock split, similar to another company operating in the same industry, which is NVIDIA. So again, we are seeing signs of a bullish sentiment in the pre-market, up 1.2% so far, and we are going to be watching out for what happens during the market open. So another name to look out for today is GameStop. This has been headlines this year, shortly after Keith came back on Twitter, and it was a memorable encounter where making headways on this name. So Keith, as he's known on Twitter, I think he's called the Roaring Kitty. He shared a screenshot on Reddit. This was on Thursday, that showed an E-Trade account holding more than 9 million GameStop shares and a value of $6.34 million in cash. So that compares with his prior position on Monday, which was 5 million shares and 120,000 call options. That will have allowed him to buy shares of about $20 each. You remember, this was the price at the market price at the time. So the 9 million shares were worth about $262.1 million at close on Thursday, that is yesterday. So meanwhile, the stock closed Thursday at 14% higher. So it was a green day for GameStop. Uh, and funny enough, there was a live stream scheduled by GameStop, and this live stream was for its annual meeting crashed because there was too much interest leading to failure of that event happening, and it has also been rescheduled. So there's a lot of activity going on in the stock. A very interesting name to watch going forward. So another name that we are going to be watching today is Apple, and it is up 0.1% in pre-market. Shares of the company yesterday they rose by about 0.6%. And Apple, interestingly enough, surpassed Microsoft as the most valuable company by market capitalization. Remember that I think Walter talked about this. It's a three-horse race. Number one for now is Apple. Second is Microsoft, and the new boy in town, Nvidia, is also coming for the top spot. So this is in terms of matters capitalization. This is where all the money has flowed into. So Apple finished Thursday, which was yesterday, with a market cap of around $3.285 trillion. This is higher than Microsoft, $3.282 trillion. And Apple, interestingly, had not closed with a market cap higher than Microsoft since January of this year, 2024. Yeah, so that is some quite interesting bit on the names to be watching, including Apple, GameStop, and the rest that we have discussed. So I'll move on to something else. And yeah, everyone is talking about Nvidia. So what is happening with this chip maker? Nvidia stock, the Nvidia stock was rising early today to finish off a good week. The first week following its stock split on a green, so the weekly close should be quite positive today, but that remains to be found out once the bell rings. So Nvidia shares have been rising during pre-market to around $131.57 as I last checked. So this is a gain of 1.5% in the pre-market, and still remains to be seen what will happen during open. So this is following the 10-for-1 stock split, which took effect a week ago. This is the first week of that. This is the first week closure following that split, and that stock is now ahead of Wall Street average price target of around $123.35. So it is outdoing everyone in every estimation for the stock. Yeah, so yeah, that is it for the Nvidias of this world. And any thoughts so far? Before I continue to maybe the currencies, the Euro USD, gold, the commodities, the silver. Any thoughts so far, Walter? As we wait for
Uh,
market open.
as we wait for market open, I think I wouldn't wait to talk about. I can't wait actually to talk about petrodollar. I don't know. Inaniwasha, you, have you ever
Yeah,
found yourself with
go right ahead.
information that everybody should know? So I think we were talking about this before we started the stream, and something very iconic has happened, and it also sides with the it also kidogo it also kidogo ingilia the mambo of international politics. Sorry, I've been distracted while trying to find this chat. So thing is, uh, there's something called the petrodollar. I think Fin tweet, you've been seeing petrodollar this, petrodollar that, and petrodollar is an agreement which was entered between Saudi Arabia and the US. And Saudi Arabia and the US, the nature of the contract was that Saudi Arabia will be selling its oil in dollars, and this contract was entered back 50 years ago. That means it was back in 1974. So the contract the agreement was ending this week, apparently. So something funny happened since it has already ended. It means one. It means that Saudi Arabia can sell its petrol to anybody with any denomination. So be it the yuan, be it the renminbi, be it the rubble. So there is a lot of tension in the energy sector. So another thing, another thing I can talk about is what happened at the G7 yesterday. So during the G7 had invited the Prince of Saudi Arabia, and the Prince didn't show up. So uh, I think the BRICS countries are very happy if you can pass by the BRICS page on Twitter. They they are very vocal about that and the petrodollar. So that may change the dynamics of the energy sector, to be honest. And as you can see, it doesn't happen often, but the dollar is up and WTI is up, so it means uh, we are depegging from the petrodollar, and we might be seeing a high dollar and a high oil market. So this will be very interesting. I couldn't wait to do that. So another thing I had mentioned, and something Jesse has already mentioned. Before I go on, this is a triangle, a triangle on the WTI. It broke out yesterday, definitely after the news, and I'm looking for 79.6. Yes, I don't trade the oil, but this one was this just a technical setup backing the petrodollar news. So going next, I want to talk about Adobe. Adobe is very interesting. Actually, it's first on my. It has moved to be the best ticker I'm watching today. And what has happened with Adobe is that after the surprise earnings, and I think you guys have just found me when I'm going through the earnings report here on, well, Jesse was speaking, and after the surprise earnings, we can talk about something kidogo about. Uh, let me first show you this graph. When you go to the weekly time frame, you can see it had a very bad week. It had a very bad 2024, but going back, it also had a very rough 2021, 2022. I'll give you some whys, but this year, this was because of the AI. They released some new products early last quarter, and nobody knew how it will play out. And there was a serious sell-off, even if they posted some good earnings. As you can see, the earnings were okay, but the revenue kidogo was everybody was doubting. That's why the companies like Akina Apple, they decided to stay aside and didn't want to play ball matters AI. But going forward, I think if you don't have AI in your company, and you're something anything close to tech, you're in a losing streak. So the earnings report yesterday, it pointed out that the revenue was the revenue from the air side of the products which were announced uh, last quarter, during last quarter guidance, performed very well. And as you can see, we're still in a consolidation, but a very promising consolidation, especially on the higher time frame. And the higher time frame, I think, if you'd like to ride on this, you can ride it for with a positional trade. You can buy you, you can buy, hold, and it looks to go high and high and high, possibly to the 900s. This is just an estimation, but an estimation according to what I do. So if I talk about something, definitely, even if it's fundamental, I have to relate it to the technical side of it, and that's how I do. And if we're going up, we're going up to the 900s, and this looks very promising. And I think I can comfortably say that Adobe is back. And if Adobe is back, we're looking going forward. We're looking for entries. I don't want to be giddy first because we have to see how price reacts to this, and the price reaction to this gap down, which was experienced during last quarter, after the earnings last quarter, will say a lot about how Nvidia will perform. I mean, Adobe performs, and if we might be graced with an entry. So who knows? If I would like to see anything, hatujakatazwa kuwish our wishes. We can if we see something like this qualifying like kidogo qualifying as a reversal. uh, I think you can have a jump before the break of the counter trend line. So that's one. And I think the best thing to talk about next right now is I think we've been talking about Tesla, but I won't say much. I'll just say the confirmation was in. Yesterday, we had a hint from Elon himself, but the hint didn't play out as well, but it did play out as well, very, very well pre-market. But after the market opened, we just saw Tesla stock slam, and slam. But we can see prices trying to go back up. Uh, Trying to go back up means after confirmation, maybe today we might see the actual reaction from the stockholders of Tesla. And my bet is still one because we had already broken out, we had retested, and I'm still for the 200s. So we can wait for that. Next, I want to talk about something next, and I don't know if Jesse is back. I think I'm alone here, but we will continue until Jesse sorts out his things. Uh, Apart from that, I think the best thing to talk about here is Broadcom. Definitely, I have to talk about Broadcom because if only HFM had the ticker on, I think we might be higher for longer and higher for longer and higher for longer. So it's still above the yesterday's close, so we expect the price to keep going higher. Well, I mean, keep going higher from definitely. Okay, this setup ran to fruition. So, and fruition was around. I think. Let me just do this so that you can see what I mean. So after breakout, we ran to fruition, and you can see yesterday it came back down to tip off, confirming that the setup was complete. Anyway, so what do we expect next? What I expect to see, and what happens after most of my setups go to completion. Uh, my setup objectives go to completion. We might see some price range, and then possibly if if it happens, it doesn't have to happen. It might decide to race back up. It might decide to come back down and test yesterday's gap. I don't know, but I would like to see a consolidation before spring price much higher. Why? Because I call that the rubber band man theory, which I learned some time back, a couple of years back. So something interesting happened yesterday. Uh, what happened yesterday was about GameStop, and some trades were put on by Rolling Kitty, and he cashed out on his options and ended up buying shares to reduce exposure and everything. And while at the same time trying to untwist the market makers. So they are speculating that for them to at least make something from uh, Rolling Kitty's trade, they have to push price up as 128. I don't know about that, to be honest. I don't want to talk about something which I'm not sure, but it was a wrangle between Rolling Kitty and some guy on Twitter called Banana. I know the name's Banana, but Banana happened to win this game because I think he's a proficient. option trader, and Jesse is back. Jesse, hi. Jesse, are you there? Anyway, we can still go on. We still have a lot before the open, and before the open, let me show you something. Apart from that, I want to show you something very sad. No, it's not really very sad. It's the market dynamics, and confirm that one of my trades of Microsoft closes in a loss pre-market, but the market is not yet open. So I think I want to dismiss this trade. Why? Because the price action right now, it is trying to tell us that price wants to trade below the triangle, below my setup, and it's a bullish setup. If it was the other side, I'll just wait. So I'll just wait for another consolidation, and I'm planning to close all my trades because it's against what I do. So at the open, I think I'll cash out on all my trades, and it's just a 1% dent. It's okay. It's something I can handle. So actually, it will be less because the other one is not yet. It's not yet at the stop loss. So the earlier the better. But the indicator was one. The indicator was it was playing below this the the trend line. So uh, apart from that, we can see Microsoft still struggling with the open pre-market is below yesterday's open. Yesterday was a very slow day, so we are looking at a consolidation right now. And is it healthy? I don't know. Thing is, it's a smaller time frame consolidation where it was not fun because yesterday was very slow. So we want to see some. We would like to see some we we would like to see some would like to see some bigger moves for today. So we expect some bigger moves today, following the earnings yesterday and the confirmation from Tesla and everything. So let me see what Jesse is saying here. Jesse, are you back? I can see your chat is back, is on. Jesse. Okay, before Jesse comes back in, I think I'll go on. And something exciting. The point D of my favorite coin base is in. And I told you, that's a good triangle, and we can expect price to push much higher. And pushing much higher, you can remember yesterday, and I told you yesterday, we already have a buy stop there. So we're just waiting for price. I know it's trading below yesterday's close, but I think we have a good confirmation because you can see this candle above some minor resistance point. Here. So I think we might see a change of character. Yes, SMC guys have been learning. So a change of character where we break structure here, and we're breaking structure by pricing the last lower high. Yes, I think that's very good for me. Let me clap for myself. But anyway, what our hope is to see price moving up and up and up. And to confirm that, let me go see what how Bitcoin is performing before the open, and Bitcoin is green. So it's green, but in a very rangy setup. And can you see this? If you can look at this, it's a very rangy setup, and on the lower time frame, and who knows, it might roll down. And from my end, I think Jesse is back. If he's back, he'll just say hi. Anyway, we might see if Bitcoin
Sorry,
happens to go up. Come again, Jesse? You're saying
sorry
something?
for that. I think I had issues with the hardware. Yeah, I had issues. Yeah, I had issues with the hardware, but I'm
Okay.
back.
Okay, you just found me talking about Bitcoin here, and I'm really hoping for Bitcoin to go up and up and up.
So
Why? Because
kindly
I'm
just bear
looking
with me,
ahead to.
kidogo, until I have everything ready. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll be here, and Bitcoin, I think if it decides to go up, it means my Coinbase trade will be performing exemplarily. So I don't like talking about, not that I don't like, I can still mention something about gold and silver, but I'd rather wait for the king himself to come talk about what is he likes doing. And I think Jesse is very good with the oil, with the commodities as compared. But yeah, I'll just wait. And something else to talk about is the dynamic between Broadcom and Nvidia. So Nvidia, like we said yesterday, I think we should be buying at the close. Towards the close, if you're not buying Nvidia, you're missing out. But it's not financial advice. It's just how the market has been since these guys did a stock split. So the stock split was here, and you can see the next day. I think it's only on Tuesday where the market just ranged down, but later came back up. But as from Wednesday, we opened higher yesterday, and pre-markets are just we opening higher or around the yesterday's high of the day. So that's it. Moving forward, I want to see what Qualcomm has been doing since it refused to fill me in back on Wednesday, and price is still going higher. No consolidations to give me an entry towards the 2022 take profit, but we can see price is trading way below yesterday's close with around $1.8. So uh, I can go to Netflix, and Netflix has been playing games, and I think I'll pause trading this pair because I not pair this ticker because it is always playing games. And we can see right now that it did have a very slight break yesterday, and this break it broke up the counter trend line, and it went back down. So nothing to, and pre-market is trading way much higher. And what we learned last time is that if it opens much higher, we wait for a good confirmation because if you remember here, pre-market it opened, and it had already broken this trend line, and it came back down before having another break, before having another go to the to having another go to the highs printed, I think, from point A. So it's just a wait and see. If you have a good retest, I think we can buy in, but it was not a very good experience early in the week. So yes, I did suffer a loss back in on Tuesday. So for Meta opens lower again, pre-market prints lower again, and if anybody, I think. Jesse was the one complaining yesterday that it has been low, 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 and low. So what is happening today? Meta will be announcing the dividends. So we'll just wait for the dividends. Uh, if Definitely you know about dividends. Dividends makes the company look very promising, and it entices the guys who want to see some people like their money. So dividends will attract guys. And what happens after paying dividends? We see a slump kidogo. Why? Because the company is parting with some money giving to its investors. So for today, I think it will perform very well. But as you can see here, the payment date will be on Wednesday. On Wednesday, 26th June, I think. So that's, I think, next week, but what. So when they part with that money, I think we might see some reaction in the market. So yeah, be on the lookout. So I think this will give some boost to the stock today. and hopefully, it will be back on the safer side of Jesse. And Jesse is back. Are you back, or you're just there?
Yeah,
Uko tu, uko
yeah,
tu, ama
I
you
am.
come,
I am.
you back,
I am. I
back.
am.
Okay,
Nico, Nico.
okay. Go on, go on, go on, go on. I
I
think.
can. Yeah, I'm officially back. I'm officially back. So
Okay,
maybe I'll just like to go over. Okay, so maybe I'll just go over what I'm looking at on the some of the currencies. So I'll start with the Euro USD, which is already loaded up. Um, it's a cross pair, so maybe just a little comment on the on the USD and as compared to Euro. USD was selling across the board from Wednesday following a soft US CPI report. So the data made the market to to price back in around two rate cuts for this year. Later on Wednesday, though we got a bit more hawkish than expected, we had the FOMC decision where the dot plot showed that the Fed sees just one cut for this year, despite all that softening of the seen in the US CPI report. So this again give the dollar a boost, although Fed Chair Powell backpedaled on the projections, making them a bit less worrying as the central bank remains very data dependent. So on top of this, the US dollar found further support yesterday as we saw the market go into kind of a risk-off mode for reasons that I cannot be able to explain, and I've not found an explanation this far. So on the euro, this has been very hard hit by the elections, the European elections, which happened over the weekend, as there was a lot of political uncertainty, which also weighed in on the sentiment and led to some
Jesse, Jesse, have you just dropped off? Jesse. Okay, I think I'll take over. I think I'll just go on with the Euro USD and Jesse, nafaa nafaa pande mti. Anyway, uh, enough from Jesse. Euro USD, and I think you see something very different on my chart today. I've introduced volume, and I'll explain why. Uh, Volume is a darling. If you are a footprint chart guy, you know why volume is very important. So, not to distract you, I can remove it if you guys want, but I think I'll explain why it is there. And we see the dollar strengthening. Okay, continuous strengthening, the continuation of the strength and, of the strong dollar, especially after the CPI. I think we just saw like a bullish Khalifa kidogo on Wednesday before, and after it continued tanking. So, and it continued tanking mainly because of the Fed outlook. And uh, I really don't want to talk a lot about the currencies, because when it comes to charts, my delivery to on on currency pairs is off kidogo, and it's not my favorite. So, what I'll just talk about generally, technically from my end, I think I'll just try to explain it from a SR perspective, a support and resistance. And for now, I think what we are witnessing right now is it is trying to it is almost beating this resistance point here. And and if it beats it, we expect price to raise much higher, and at least test this. And if it's kind enough, I think it will this channel, it will obey this channel upwards. And the best thing to wait and see if it reaches to this upper trend line, if it will maintain. And will it maintain? We don't know. But as for the Fed, the Fed is backing the from the Fed analysis in the past some couple of in the past 2 days, I think from Wednesday after the FOMC, it means we might continue seeing a strong dollar. Why? Because we have high interest rates. Not that we have a hike, but Walisema it's not off the table, the hikes, but we might be seeing high and higher for longer. For now, what is happening to the other currencies is that the strong dollar is being felt, and being felt across the board because some guys wameanza kukat interest rates. So that's as much as I can say from the currency side, and that being the currency side, I think I want to talk about something else here. Let me just mention something about I'll mention something about gold. And gold, the same way I've talked about the USD, uh, gold is in a falling channel. I think USD or the DXY is in an upper channel, and this is another falling channel. I think it respects this, and if you see price beat this high, you might see it going to test this upper trend line, and we can wait. If not, if price decides to go down, and I want to show you this. In ile, I'll force your eyes to see what I see. And if price decides no, I don't want to go up there. There's a counter trend line here, uh, and if price says it will remain, it won't go above yesterday or the previous 4 hour candle. We have a very good triangle which might send price way lower. So why I say this now, watu wengi wanaweza sema nafinyo. I'm trying to show you what I look for in the market, and that's me. I don't trade gold as often, but if price decides to go down, if it breaks here, I think I'll just be waiting to see price go below the trend line here. So that's just my technical approach of how I see price. Not that it is a must to trade that way, but as for now, keeping it very simple, price is looking to go and test the upper trend line, and that's it for gold. And I think somebody was checkmated by this move. Was it Clement? Clement was saying, "Who says no?" And I think akaekewa the card, the rolling kitty card, and the price is back up. So I don't know. I won't say much about that. And before we started, Jesse had hinted something about the silver, and silver has an almost the same chart, and something about silver and gold. They mostly correlate. They move towards the same direction, but silver is the volatility of silver is much higher. I remember the time I used to trade both silver and gold at the same time. That was a very good time to trade silver and gold because it was around the pandemic's time, and yes, we made a quick buck and a good buck. But right now, I think, like I said, you continue learning, you continue knowing what your system or your strategy pairs well with. And since I found out it stocks, I don't like messing around with others. I can analyze them, but I don't like tinkering with any other thing. So I'll just make an analysis, but I won't make active plays, but it will be guiding me since it's the financial market. It doesn't mean that I should stick to one thing. Uh, Maybe something about gold will help me in a certain stock. Maybe something about oil, like we did yesterday, it will help me in XOM or the Oxy chart. So uh, the financial market is intertwined. So nothing to dismiss, but something to see. If you can remember the same falling channel for silver, and we expect price to, if it beats this high, because here what we do, I think, if you're a trader, you already know about probabilities, and if, and what we use, and to be safe in the market, we use if when. So if when, what do I mean by if when? If price breaks this high, chances are we expect price to take this, to at least go to that trend line. So it's an if when analysis. Being an if when analysis, it will help you see trading as a probability, as a game of probability. Not, I don't like calling trading a game, but yes, it's a probability skill, and being a probability skill definitely helps you to the other side of risk management. And what do you know about risk management? It's a game of probability pia. So risk management, have your risk roadmap, have your parameters ready, but first have your risk roadmap. I've been insisting on that since last year, and I realized most of us are very obsessed with RR. If I have my RR and I have position sized well, but yes, you are working with an RR, you have a sound risk management, but where are you going? What are the parameters helping you achieve? If you don't know what you're going to achieve, how do you expect to trade with a good expectation? So think about that, and I think we will talk about that in detail later. And I think Jesse has said he won't be coming back, but I will go on. We are 2 minutes, I think a minute and some seconds towards the open. And what is interesting at the opening bell, I'm sorry. And what is interesting from my end about the open, I think I'll be very interested to see how. Uh, I think let's watch Coinbase. No, let's watch Microsoft Open. I really want to see how its price action will play about before before it decides where to go. If not, we can also see what Coinbase is doing, or let's say Nvidia. But we are exactly 20 seconds remaining to the bell, and I hope soon we will buy a bell here, and maybe be ringing the bell at the open, because that's why we decided to call our live the opening bell. So very interesting. I will be talking about stocks, and if I want to normalize stock trading in Kenya, and not only the Kenyan stocks, I'd really want to see guys doing the US stocks. So that's the open, and you can see prices prices trading below this low. And yeah, we talked about it, and we can see Softy doing its thing. I think it's trying to go up, and Coinbase, I think it opened lower, but still in the setup, in the triangle setup. So and it's trying to go higher, and maybe take out yesterday's high. It will be something very interesting to see. Adobe opened 16% high, and that's serious. Serious. We don't see that every day. So something to talk about, and I think I'll just scroll down and see if there is any other surprising name which is printing high or too low. And the market is a bit red. The market being a bit red, it means that the Nasdaq is misbehaving. And let's quickly go see what the Nasdaq is doing. And the Nasdaq is down, and it's down. I think it's better to see it on the hourly. It's down for the day, but only 1.7 down. And why did I not talk about this? And this is a very promising setup. I think I'm looking to play the Nasdaq if it breaks that counter trend line, because definitely you can see my setup there. Can you? Definitely you can. And the setup there, it's the triangle, and I will like to show it to you. And that's the triangle I'm looking at, and that's the triangle I'm looking at. uh, if price breaks up, and possibly it will break up around here, and we like to see some estimation to the upside. And what will I do? I'll go back to the 15 minutes, and make a very good estimation here, from the trough low to the high. And I hope the strength of the stock market continues like this. And if it continues like this, because I don't have a course today. Not that I don't. I think just is just experiencing some technical difficulties. But uh, hopefully, if we see a breakout from here, I'm looking to buy, and possibly to the 19750s. So uh, too bad it looks going down this time round. And if I quickly come, uh, try to try and map out where I'm expecting price to raise up to. I will do that, and then maybe use this. If you say no, just say no. Just tell me about it. Why I should not use this as my exit? Why should I not use this as my exit? If you have any comments, you can just comment there. Actually, guys, please, you can subscribe if you're on YouTube. You can like and retweet if you're on X, and other platforms will be coming later. But what I want to do, I feel very scary. Not scary, but with the way price action has been playing of late, I think I will go with my 1:2, my normal 1:2. So I think I'll just go there. That's too low. So I think I'll just take here. Yeah. So I want to request you guys to give me some time to do the same on my other side. Uh, Kidogo on this other side, I make the same adjustment, and from the same adjustment on this other side, that's USA 100. So don't mind me today. I think I'll be just, not that I'll be leaving you here, but if I need to do something on my other screen, like make entries, I think you will be excusing me since I'm doing this alone. So if Jesse was here, could help, but right now I'll be just talking about it. But I know you understand what I mean. So I'm actually using my MT5 here, and using my MT5, I have an embedded position size calculator, which I've not been using since we started this stream. Why? Because definitely it was making my laptop to hang kidogo, and the stream couldn't be going on so well. So I've found a way of making it work, and here I am trying to. I want to use a 0.5%, and my entry can be here. And I want to estimate this manually. So just excuse me. Just wait. I do my thing, kidogo. Meanwhile, you can be liking, and just like, retweet, just a little support, just a little support. I just want to make trading stocks not seem like a big deal, since we are in Kenya. Uh, not everybody has to. Not everybody has to trade the forex market. It's not a must. I know it's not that it's not lucrative. It is for some people, but there's nothing wrong trading stocks, and we want to normalize that. So kindly, I know you know what I mean. So since this is the way I learned my stock, how to trade my stocks, I want to use the same way to try and encourage guys. Try and encourage guys do the same thing. I know it is taking a while, but this is what I do, and I do it like this. I make it's a whole it's a whole adventure trying to do this. Taking an execution is not something small. Something I have to prepare for, and from my end, my entry will be at 19,650.10, and 19,650.50 plus I'm looking to get 123 out of that, so 123 pips. Sisikie vibaya, even ndio nimeestimate, that is my estimation. So I'm looking to go up to 650. My 19,650.1 plus 23. So my out will be 19,773.11. So I'll just come key in the same on my. I'll just come here on my longs, key in the same. 19,650. I think that's keyed in. My out is 19,773.11, and I will try to make this a 1 point. We've just said it's a 1.24. 1.24 from this end, I think 1 point, I mean, 2 point, I'm sorry, 2.46. 2.46, and the 2.46 is around 2.46 is around there. So my out on the stop loss side, it would be 19,599. So that's how. Let me just put in this order, and that being that, I think I will be going with 0.9, 0.94 of a lot. Pending order there, my entry 19,650. 599.6. Oh, for those who are joining in, I'm just placing an order right now. If my, I'm sorry, it's a buy stop. Yes, we are on. So it's already in. I'm just waiting for a breakout, and yeah, that's how it happens. I have to use my position size calculator so that I be very accurate in how I place my orders. So yes, let's continue. Let's go back to stocks. I think the stock market is going up, and everything is green. What? We knew about Adobe. Adobe is flying. Google is also flying, and I think it has just wiped the loss it had earlier in the day, and my remaining trade on Google is has just recovered from the stop loss. This is funny. Anyway, I'll just hold on to that because I've not been stopped out, but I think price is playing games with me. Uh, Trading below it closed below this. It opened below this, but I see it's back up, and because I have nothing to lose, I'll just let it be. Microsoft, what is Microsoft doing? I think Microsoft is trying to recover, and if it recovers, I think we're doing good. What I can do, I can just risk free this trade so that I can reduce the bleeding and avoid more bleeding. So that's that. We can go to Coinbase and see what is happening. Coinbase is trading above yesterday's. I think yes, it is almost at the yesterday's high, and I hope we get a fill. And if we get a fill, good. We can go to Nvidia. Nvidia has just opened, and then tanked down. It opened up with an all-time high, then back down. Anyway, this Qualcomm opened higher but back down. So that sends a message to the futures, and the futures. Let me see how futures are looking. We're still going higher, but not with a good momentum though. So not with a good momentum. As you can see, Netflix, we complained about, not you guys, I complained about Netflix. And Netflix, it opened at 655. 655, that's wild because before that market open, it looked, it seemed to have opened higher. So that's a breakout, a decent one. Maybe where can we see it going? We can see it go to, after squeezing me out earlier, we can see it go up to, I think, a decent 684. So what it's trying to do now, it's trying to beat the setups high. So that's why there is a kidogo avuta nikuvute there. So what we expect price just to go much higher. So we just wait and see. In other news, what is happening? We have a leaderboard, and as you know, we have a competition. And the competition here, I came up with this idea, and we had a good backing from the HFM broker, and we are really trying to make my okay. Let me not say we, and say why I came up with this idea. I came up with this idea because we need to know who is skilled, who is not, who we can, especially when you're a beginner. If you're a beginner, it reaches a point you don't know who should I back, who has the skill, the actual skill to learn, and I want to learn in the shortest time possible. And one of the easiest way to learn from this market is by having a mentor, and that will reduce your time. Unlike us, we used to books, the classical books, but since it's kidogo a booming business for guys teaching around. uh, I think we one is to safeguard those guys, and yes, you can be a definitely you can be a break-even trader. Not that you don't know what to do, but you're trying to up your game kidogo, and that's where the skilled traders come in, and we want the traders to interact on another level. On another level, what do I mean by another level? I don't want just posting, just saying how the market was good, I'm up. You can be faking that up, we don't know. But if we can see a track record from the leaderboard, which I know it will be made better for everybody to be seeing their position. You can at least say, I'll just wait. If it's a newbie, maybe go to YouTube, just wait for 3 months, and the leaderboard will help you pick a very skilled guy up there. So that's why I'm doing this. It's like, uh, there's no need to get lost. There's no need to go to someone and uziwe to the candlesticks, some information you can find online. And that's why I decided to do this. And fortunately enough, uh, we uh, we got the backing from HFM. So why I'm saying this, I'm encouraging guys, please, if you have the skill, join us. If you don't have the skill, join just to measure yourself and being part of the community. Join in, trade with the others, try and replicate whatever you're learning in the industry. And yeah, I'll be helping you here also. I'll try to make you see it's if you're coming to trade, you don't have to trade in the forex market only. There's another side of this. So please join in, do something. And apart from that, the leaderboard, I'm sorry I've talked a lot about the competition, but yeah, it's something I'm passionate about. And the leaderboard stays the guy who has been very consistent is called Johnston, and he's gapping up. Is gapping up the number two with more than 3,000. So this is insane, but very consistent. Big up, kudos, my guy Johnston, and I'd like to meet you someday. So going forward, I think Jesse is back, but until aseme amerudi ya kabisa, we don't want to believe. We don't want to believe he's back. Anyway, it's good to hear, that cartoon, and he's back. Going forward, I think Microsoft is doing good. This is exciting because it's in my portfolio. And what else should I look at? Hey, that was a quick one. Have you seen what has just happened? Some tickers have just gone down from green to red. So that is wow. That was fast. Anyway, that's normal. That's normal in these markets. And up we go. Jesse, are you back? Jesse,
Yeah, yeah,
I
but just let me just continue kidogo before I get into the rhythm. Yeah.
okay. I will go straight and look at what my Nasdaq is doing. Nasdaq is a stand green, and my position is still my position is set, and hopefully we'll have a breakout. And as you can see, that's some good stuff there. I'm sorry.
You're waiting for green. You're waiting for a Nasdaq green.
Yes, it's approaching a breakout. If you can see my chart, can you see my chart? And I tell
Yes,
you why. If you can see my chart back
Mr.
corner,
Triangles. Uh-huh.
ah, is that a triangle? Waiting for that to
Yes.
break out, going green aggressively. My position is in. I have a buy stop waiting. So nimegojea vizuri sana. Wewe unaangalia nini on your end? What are you playing today?
Mimi naangalia euro. Bado nilikuwa
Euro.
naangalia euro lakini is not it, but yeah, just some kind of analysis on it. And
Okay.
tulikuwa tumesha break 1.07.
Uh,
So yeah,
let me see.
selling is continuing, a huge push even after open. A huge push even after
Continue,
open.
continue.
Um, yeah. So yeah, when once you broke 1.07, things are going to look like exactly as you're seeing now. But I think I'm too late to the party. I should have gone with my instinct and put in a position at 108. But yeah, I guess I was looking at something else, and this thing just pulled away from me. So I think target should be around 106 area here. That is where people should be targeting. But otherwise, if you push below that, the current kind of support, remember these are yearly lows. We are operating at yearly lows. So the yearly low was at around 106, 1.06 sometime in April. So if you're seeing that all this pressure, the selling pressure coming from the political uncertainty in Europe and some economic downturn in the kind of European region. Therefore, if 106 does not hold, then we might be looking further down at around 104, which will be very disastrous for the euro in matters foreign exchange. So again, something also interesting. Did you talk about the yen? I was not around. Maybe I was not listening.
Uh, no, I didn't talk about the yen, but I hinted there
So
was an
this is
intervention.
what Okay, so this is what is happening on the yen now. So the yen fell to a 1 month low. Let me just go to that. I think I'll go to the US Japanese USD JPI chart. Let me just get it. Yeah, I have it. So something very interesting happened on this pair. So that is the euro. Oh my lord! So I want to get US. Whoa, you want to tell me I don't have that on my watch list? Anyway, so this is what happened on the yen. So the yen fell to a month low, a 1 month low. That is today, after the BOJ or the on interest rates and between bond buying. the political turmoil was headed for its biggest weekly fall in 2 months. So we are seeing two currencies on the decline. So the BOJ said that at the conclusion of its 2-day policy meeting, it will continue to buy government bonds at the existing pace for now and lay out details of its tapering plan at its July policy meeting. So that with that, the dollar gained as much as around 0.8 to 10% on the yen. And yeah, this means that the yen is at its weakest in more than a month. So you remember that the dollar was last up 0.4% at 157.61 against the yen. So again, BOJ Governor Kazuo Ueda said at a briefing after the meeting that the central bank was paying, and I quote this, paying close attention to the impact of the weak yen on inflation, adding that a rate hike in July was in the picture, depending on what economic data they will be getting going forward. Yeah, so it looks like it's the Bank of Japan is carefully weighing out what is happening in its currency market, maybe signaling to some kind of intervention to come, given the recent proceedings in the currency market. In the context of things, the dollar is still in front of all this of the yen. This is again helped by the gains against the euro. The euro is quite tanking at the moment, and as France, prepares for a snap election, this is following the uncertainty that has been created by the president over there. It will be interesting to see where the yen is placed in between a growing dollar and a weakening euro, for that matter. So yeah, so that is it. I'll also want to look at gold. I know very many people have this on their watch list, and the story continues to be the same, albeit today we have touched we have touched that local resistance, and right now we are playing above it, but we remain strongly above the 2287 support, which is something I think I put it out yesterday. If we are at all keeping above that local support or very strong support at 2287, then again my outlook is still a bullish goal against the US dollar. This is despite the dollar being quite strong. But we have seen in the past that we've continued to see a resilient dollar, even if, a resilient gold metal, even in times when the US dollar has shown some kind of strength. The gold has somehow found its footing against all that headwind. So today, gold prices have been on track to close the week in the positive, following the U.S. economic data that we have received during the week, which indicated a softening of price pressures. Again, this is fueling the optimism that a rate cut by the Fed is forthcoming during the year. CME Fed Watch, I think, places two rate cuts this year, with a kind of a 67% confidence that this is going to happen as soon as September. So again, for gold, it's a safe haven. I think I put it out this before to a certain community. So it's a safe haven, and its demand has largely been driven by geopolitical uncertainty, also some economic uncertainty, as well as some persistent central bank buying, which has contributed solely to a continued rally from what we can see from around March. So we've been growing steadily or rising steadily. If I can just zoom out, you can clearly see that we have this kind of unbroken bullish trend, and I expect that the same will be continuing henceforth. So I'm yet to make a reading on whether we can break the all-time high that has already been formed at around 2432. But again, we are still holding support, so we are seeing some kind of sideways action on gold, and I think Bitcoin is also doing the same. I've not had a look at Bitcoin today, but as of yesterday, we had such kind of sideways action on these commodities. So again, the commodities market not doing anything at the moment, just
Jesse, Jesse, again. It's unfortunate. So, uh, before he comes back, I think I'll take over and this is what I'm watching. I've been watching Coinbase and a lot more. And if you don't mind, let us go to Meta and see what's Meta doing. Meta is up, unlike Meta this week. Uh, Meta is up. Nothing yet to see, but it's in a consolidation, looking to go higher and higher. I think Jesse will come back and talk about that gold. But as of now, you look at what I'm looking at, and Microsoft is green. Microsoft is green finally, and it's very exciting since I have my position on, and I can't wait to print another HOD, H of the week, HOW, high of the week. So apart from that, I want to look at a name called AMD. AMD because all the mini markets are going up, the semiconductors are going up, but AMD is stuck at the support level. This support level, I think we mentioned it earlier in the week, and what is happening there? It's a serious consolidation, and that serious consolidation, I think we expect it to persist until it breaks towards one side, and towards one side of why. Uh, these guys are lagging, and AMD and AMD and Intel are lagging because yeah, it's they are the Nokia's of the Apple uh, and uh, and the Samsung era. But akina Nvidia just came by and went past them very fast. So mm that's what we're waiting to see. And if we can look at any other semiconductor stock, I think it's Super Microcomputers. Super Microcomputers has a very good triangle here. And I think we pointed this out yesterday. And we're waiting for price to go above that counter trend line. If it goes above there, if it goes above there, we can see price going up. As we mentioned yesterday, we can wait for price at the 1226 area. That just let's say the 1200 area. So next thing I think I'm looking at today is the yeah. It's been long since I talked about Disney, and the Disney chart is nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about because yeah, small ranges, small volumes of as low as 1 or 2. Uh, not my type of plays because I don't do small caps. I know it's not a small cap, but it no guys are not planning to play that this ticker. So I think it's only safe to go to Tesla. And Tesla, this is post news, and post news, as you can see, it opened above yesterday's close and it is going back down. So, what up, Tesla? What is happening? Uh, my thought is still the same. I am waiting for Tesla to at the 200. So we just wait. We just wait. I think after this consolidation, a consolidation definitely it's an opportunity. And for this opportunity, I think we might be seeing if we see a break above this counter, you might see price go higher, and it's also a good entry point if you didn't buy at the breakout like me. So I think if price breaks this, I might be interested in buying Tesla, and maybe look for a cool 200. So it's a ticker I might be I'll be watching today. So what I'm planning to do is just moving up, and I think below the Coinbase. So the next ticker, and I think I've seen something I want to talk about. I want to talk about Amazon, and Amazon. We've, be, we've not been talking about Amazon for the longest, and Amazon has had an uh, we've been having a very interesting price action, and we pointed out the supply and the resistance of this. And having done this, what I normally do is I'll just identify a counter trend line. And once we have identified this counter trend line, I want to see a cup and handle. I want to ignore first whatever happened before making this high, because at least now we have a direction bias, and the direction bias is one. We can see the chart is bullish, and this happened a long time ago. So let me kindly allow me to trash this, and having trashed that, I think we can see a continuation pattern set up at the top, because continuation patterns are set up either at the farthest top or the farthest low. So this is another continuation pattern, and for the continuation pattern, we should be welcoming another handle. If we have a good handle and possibly break this counter trend line, I might look to play the break of that brim, and that's what I'll be waiting for. So Amazon is up there with my other tickers. So I do the same. If it's something exciting, it comes to the top and it will go below Tesla. And I'm just helping. I'm just doing this to help you. You guys are here to help me pick my stocks of what I'll be watching in the near future. What I do, I'm not an intraday trader. What I do, take I take uh, I look at the intraday price action to help me play intermediate swings. What do I mean by an intermediate swing? I can take a position today and I can hold it for a couple of days to a couple of to more than a week. So I'm not looking to place a trade today and it goes to fruition today. That's the work of somebody who's skilled to do that. I think it's just it. If it's not aggressive enough, I think I can go to even a couple of weeks. So next, I think we should look at Apple. What is Apple doing? Apple, I think it's ranging. It's still ranging up there, and I don't think we have enough good ranges, and it is ranging with very small candles. So I don't like this. This is not something to smile about. So if it's ranging, I want good clear candles so that I can see some price action which can help me make an entry, long or short. But rarely, I don't go short stocks. If stocks are tanking, I'm out of the market until it flips north. That's what I do. So for now, since the stock market is moving up, and having said that, I think I should go to Nasdaq and see what is happening. Oh, what is happening? Is my entry triggered? Was my entry triggered? Was my entry triggered? Let me check. No, not yet, but it was very close to triggering my entry. So, wow. If only it could have triggered, I know I could be looking at price going towards my stop loss. So I was lucky. So I'm waiting for a good break. So yes, I want to see price still go up and break that trend line. And I know after that slight reversal, if we have a breakout, I think it will be much better. Oh no, it will be much aggressive as compared to this one. So this is I'll just take this as a breather. So I don't know anyway. Thing is just waiting for the market to do its thing. So I'm also looking at how the price action of Google is doing, and this is price action. And if we can point something out from Google is Google. Google had a channel yesterday which was quite respected. It has been respected until today, and why I say it has been respected. Yesterday price. Let me take this and explain to you why I'm saying it got respected. Yesterday price towards the close tried to break this, and price came back in, and came back in with a lot of strength. So it means this channel down was very respected up, but today it has been violated, and a violation means a change of character. I hope so. Uh, why I'm saying that, I hope price to cleanly break this high, which actually resisted yesterday's advances for Google to go higher. So if it goes higher than that, I think we might see higher and higher price action. So fingers crossed, Sindio. Uh-huh. Now we go on to the next. What should I look at? And I think I should look at the banking stocks, which are terrible today, and they are going down and down and down. They opened down. JP Morgan opened down, and it looks to go up, but no chance, no chance of that. I think the pause is putting a lot of pressure on the banking stocks, and definitely we had foreseen this, and like I said, higher interest rates are not good for the banks right now because they had a very big bond book. The bond book ndio inawaweza, and that bond book uh, I'd really like to see how the secondary market of the US stock, the US bond market looks like right now, because I think nobody wants to buy the previous bonds before 2020. Nobody wants to buy that because the yields are still very low, and everybody wants to buy this new. So what if I had a bond there back then, and I want to offload it, and if I want to offload it, I think I'll have to sell at a loss so that I can get my money back. So anyway, imagine. Anyway, bond market. If you're interested in bonds, please, you guys go learn. It's good to know. It's good to go across all the financial instruments. Know about stocks like what we are doing here. Know about the forex market. Know about the commodity markets. Know about everything you can get your hands on. Know about the options market. That's the next market I'm very interested in. After I'm doing bonds, definitely I'm trying to do something about bonds. Maybe, yeah, maybe take a short course. Who knows? Let me not talk about it sana, but you just know on my end plans or kuna mipango ni nyingi. Anyway, you can see GameStop trying to go higher, and it's positive today, it's green today, and yeah, it's just there. We can, if you remember, we can see our counter trend line. Uh, Energy stocks are going higher, and having talked about petrodollar. Let's see how the WTI is doing, and the WTI is going back in, and possibly technically hoping to get a retest so that price can go much higher. So that's what is happening. So if oil is going down, definitely that's why we've seen XOM go down, and so it gives a lot of explanation why this is happening. So where is the XOM? XOM is here. So after the open, it has gone down. It was respecting a channel earlier, the one we pointed out yesterday, and it has now violated it downwards. So it means only one thing: down and down for longer. So since the chart was still bullish, what we can do, we can retain this counter trend line. But what does this mean? This counter trend line becomes weak. Why? Because the lower trend line of the channel has been broken. So another trend line. I don't want to dig too deep into this, but what is normally done, we look at another one which is forming, and another one which is forming lower. But I don't want you to see that. If it's a pattern, I'll show you a pattern. But right now, let's stick to that. Anyway, what can I talk? Hey, definitely, if we've talked about GameStop, we can also talk about AMC. AMC's The kind of ranges I don't like seeing. This range. Small candles, it means that the participants don't want to see this, are not for this. And yeah, that's one thing. So the market is trying to go low. When the market is trying to go low, I think the best indicators for the market is going low is Nasdaq. Nasdaq, because looking at on the stock market are in the Nasdaq index. So this is one, and we can see what US 500 is trying to do, and still doing the same. This and we can see what US 30 is trying to do, and everybody is looking to go down. Okay, I want to explain something, and I think the best pattern to the best the best the best chart to explain it with, I think it's the Netflix. And what is happening with the Netflix? And it's a breakout, and looking to go to the 683 area. So to the 680s, and I want to explain why I have my histograms here. And these volume histograms, they will help you know how aggressive the breakout is. And you can see a very big candle backed by a very big by a very by a very tall histogram. Can histogram bar? Good. I wanted to say histogram. I don't know anything else, but these are good bar. It will show you that the strength. It's a volume backed breakout, but sometimes there is a very huge breakout with a very low volume. That means it's not volume backed per se. And what happens is that if it's not backed well, it means the open interest is low. And if the open interest is low, it means price might range or price might reverse. So this helps you to know if the open interest is high. And if open interest is high at the point of breakout, it means that the continuation is justified. So that is why I introduced histograms here. I have other ways to estimate that I have other ways to estimate that using a fixed range volume profile. And I don't want to explain this to you right now, but this is how a fixed range volume profile looks like. And I don't know why it's taking long. Yes, that's how it looks like. And as you can see, this is called our POC, and this is another way to look at volume. So we have very many ways to look at it. And as you can see, volume was very well supported here, because this is a point of, call this point of a POC, point of control. So where the open interest is high since the mini started. So I don't want to. You don't have to use this, because this is very complicated for you if you're starting. So this is the easier one, where if the histogram goes way higher after breakout, it helps you know the level of open interest inside there. And as when you compare the histogram with the nature of the breakout candle. So if you can look for something else, I think we can go to Microsoft. If you can go to Microsoft, this happened. This breakout here happened. And if you can see, we have what? The histogram. This is what I mean. You can see that candle. This candle tells you that open interest is high, and this histogram, I mean, it tells you it is backing the size of that candle. And something funny happened yesterday, and if you can see this, yes, it was a very high volume, but the nature of this candle at the open, it was very weaky. if you can try, if you can see this candle, let me try and expand this to show you why I use histograms. I can use that to tell us why. So as you can see this candle here, let me try and show you with as you can see this candle here has a very high volume, but the nature of the volume of this candle is has a high volume, but the candlestick formation has a high rejection. What does that mean? It means that there is a possibility the day might be ranging, if not reversing. And that's why we experienced a very slow day yesterday. So if you are here trying to learn something or two and want answers of why I have introduced a bar chart down here to estimate volume, because volume is something very key in trading. So that is that. There are very many, there are very different ways of estimating volume. There are, I think the order flow guys use footprint charts. Footprint charts are the best, since instead of candles, you see the price footprints of how buyers and sellers and their volumes of how they buy and sell in each candle. So we are waiting for, we can wait. I see TradingView introduced footprint charts the other day. We're waiting for them to settle down vizuri. I don't know where it is. Nimeona imefichwa in the premium account. If ikipatikana si tutachukua tu and possibly show it to you. I know it's premium, is expensive, but we will show it to you when the time comes. So that is that, and we can go back to Nasdaq and see what price is trying to do, and we can see a breakout. A breakout is coming. A breakout is coming, and everybody is happy. We can go back to the 15-minute chart, and we can see a possible break, and price is going back up, and it means price is going back up everywhere. So we can go to Coinbase and see what our position is doing. Our position, not our position really, the chart is doing, and the chart is going much lower. So I don't know. Since we have a position up there, a breakout position up there, we just wait. We can't do anything. And I want to look at something else, and let me see. Give me a moment. Give me a moment, and I can go to the Avgo chart. I can go to Broadcom and see the followings of the next day of the next day after earnings. And after earnings, like I said before, what I'd like to see a consolidation. And yes, here we have a consolidation, and price at the open raised up. It raised up, and then it is back down. You know what that means. You know what that sound means. And anyway, we now have a counter trend line, and a counter trend line means we have a possible position entry. So we have a possible entry here, but unfortunately HFM does not have Avgo. If your broker has Avgo, mniambie ni nani. Anyway, this is how we do. This consolidation, we don't know where point C will go, where point D, how low point D will be going, because what is happening here, we have a good triangle here. You can see price go here, and we don't know where point D will be supported, because this stock is very bullish. So hopefully, if it decides to be supported here, we're waiting for another breakout going up, and going up to a point. I'm sorry, going up to this point, estimated from here, from this high. So we will wait for price to go to these highs. Possibly, we don't know. Let's wait for we can wait for price to mature. to mature more than this. And let us look at another thing. We can see banking stocks are really selling off, and this is Citibank, or what we call Citi Group. Citibank is seriously on a downtrend, and uh, like I said, high interest rates are not that good for banks, and having maintained at that serious high, it's the bank the banks are set to perform very bad this quarter. So yeah, we can just look at that, and then I think we can see Shopify and look at what Shopify is doing. I think we talked about something about Shopify, and I think it's obeying whatever we said yesterday. You can remember this channel down, and the price is testing this gap down of the previous earnings, and uh, possibly you might see price going up and test this higher trend line, and who knows? Do we have a breakout? Do we have a continuation lower? Don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. But if you see a breakout, it means that we're changing. We're changing from a we're switching from a sell off to a to a bullish territory. So uh, as for now, it is deep. It is deep in this zone, and the zone of interest. I think that's what I'll call it. It's a very interesting zone. So uh, I'm back here. I want to go see what Nasdaq is doing, because it's one of the setups which we are looking for here today. And this is what is happening. We are almost breaking out, and everybody is happy. I don't know. Let me see if I got filled. And kidogo hivi inaenda kufiliwa. Yes, I've got filled, and it's on. Well, we want to see a nice breakout. Yeah, I don't know what you're playing today. If you're looking at anything, you can just comment. I'll see it here. And yeah, let's trade together. Mniambie mnacheza nini? Because today I'm all alone. Jesse is in has serious troubles with his gadgets. But I'm here for you guys. We can converse. Msiache niteseke hapa nikiongea peke yangu, and you can just say hi. Even say hi is okay. So salimie, tell me what you're watching on your end. Ama if you're watching me, just say hi. If you're watching whatever I'm just doing, just say hi. Anyway, what should we look at next? I think Microsoft, after going green for the day, it has come down, but we can still go higher. TSM. We were talking about semiconductors, and you're not talking about TSM. Who are we? Who are we? We can be punished by the gods of the stock market. Anyway, this is what is happening at TSM. TSM, I think we have talked about this trade early in the week. We talked about this breakout here, and the price is looking to go to 187s. And if it goes to 187s, what do we expect on this other side? We expect consolidations, price goes up. Consolidation, price goes up. Similar. I think on the 15 minutes, we have a consolidation tenor, and then price trying to break out of this consolidation and goes up. That's what I look for. And another consolidation, another entry. Too bad our stock, our broker doesn't have this on. But if you have TSM on your end, whoever you choose, uh, we can have a very good breakout and take advantage of this. If you want to go up to 187, do your risk management well. But this is not fundamental information, but I mean, this is not a investment. I'm not. This is not investment advice. I'm sorry. I'm always like that, Msijari. But I think I make sense. This is not investment advice, but this is what is happening. So, yeah, you can see that high, and high. And then, what should I look at again? What should I look at? If you're talking about if Coinbase is down, we expect Mara to have a choppy price action as well. So these are one of the crypto backed stocks, and if Bitcoin is not doing well, we expect definitely Bitcoin is red on the day, but a very small red as if because this is Bitcoin. 0.17 is still very low. Uh, and I think that's why we're seeing the stock market backing Bitcoin are looking the stock tickers backing Bitcoin are doing this bad. So that is Coinbase and Mara. So another thing to see, even Hood, the Robin Hood is also backed kidogo by Bitcoin, and uh, we can see it going lower, lower, and lower today because we just 2 minutes, like than 2 minutes, then we less than 2 minutes we end we end the first hour. We come to the end of the first hour of the opening bell, since the opening bell. So on this other side, I think Nasdaq is playing around with us. After breakout, it's really down, seriously down. Don't know why, but that consolidation is a serious one. Anyway, I hope it goes higher and higher and higher. That are the effects of buying a break. It's okay. The hill we choose to die on. Anyway, we can look at other tickers, and up and up for Google, for Microsoft as well. Nothing much to see, and yeah, nothing much to see. What else can we look at? Can look at what else can we look at? Palantir, what is Palantir doing today? We feigned a breakout early in the week or yesterday. We are back down, and we are down. Wah, wah. Anyway, uh, Palantir is choosing to stay in the range, and we don't have anything to say about that. But Palantir is a solid company. If you can only hold it, I don't think it's a stock to trade, it's a stock to hold. And all right, we can look at any other issues. Uh-huh. Uh, what can we look? We can look at Baba. Baba is seriously affected by the Chinese government, and sell off, sell off, sell off, sell off. After earnings, sell off. After earnings, it can perform well in during earnings, and then sell off, sell off, sell off, sell off. So it's nothing to see, nothing to talk about. Intel, the same thing as Intel, the same thing we complain about. AMD zinapitia the same shida, so there is there. Uh-huh. What else can we talk about? Let's go back to the currency market and see. Yeah, the dollar is strong. The dollar is strong, is up 0.5%, and we can see a ripple effect across the market, and we can see the euro down. I mean, the euro down, the pound down. We can see the Australian dollar is down. Uh, oh, we can see a stronger Swiss as compared. So the Swiss franc is strong. evidently, as you can see, and unlike the rest, I think it's the only strong currency against the dollar today. Uh-huh. Because the nini is being battered here. The Canadian dollar is getting battered here, and the yen is still getting battered. This tells me that he has light issues, so it's not about his gadgets. So it's okay. Uh, what else can we see? We can look at the we can look at the gold chart, and the gold chart is still trying to break the high we were talking about earlier, and on and on. You can just see what is happening here. So just extended. Okay, it is looking to go up on this other side. And if it breaks here, definitely we said it will go to that channel. And what else am I looking at? Okay, I want to say something. You guys, these streams are recorded, and they're recorded, and we have our record on YouTube, and you can find us on YouTube at Top Traders Kenya. So if you miss out, I know this time some guys are at the office or something. Wengine wako job, ama you like trading on your end of this time. But if you want to watch whatever we do and whatever we do, especially in the stock market, feel free to go to YouTube and at least stream and give us a like, give us a subscription. That's all we're asking. Nah, that's all we're asking. We are not asking you for money. We're not asking you for anything. Just support. That's all. So anyway, uh, the stock market is looking to go red again, but sisi ni akina nani? We just wait. But it's I'll just call it a range. It's trying to go back up. It's trying to go back down, and hopefully today we'll see a one-sided move. Unlike yesterday, it was very slow. So apart from this, we can watch a cross pair today. And for a cross pair today, wow, this is a paint job here, a huge paint job. And the paint job is this. I think we were seeing. Definitely, I was pointing this out. I think earlier in the week, and I told you guys I see a cup and handle, but a very weaky one, with a very sharp cup. This is a very sharp cup. And my analysis was pointing out that if we price breaks here, we might see price go higher. So it broke, and it didn't close well above that breakout. And like I said, look at that breakout candle. Look at the following breakout candles. So it is quite telling. That's how volume is used. I'm, I, I'm highlighting that candle so that you can see the volume bars. So the volume bars are pretty weak, and that means eh, it was not, it couldn't sustain just doing its thing above there and going on and on and on. So who are we to say no? And definitely it's because of today. Uh, Today imechangia pia. Why am I that? I am saying that because of the, definitely you've heard about the Japanese yen today morning. You saw what the BOJ said, and then yeah, and Nania, yeah, definitely. Let's move to something else, please. What should we watch? Can you see Google? Can you see? Long time no see Qualcomm. Leo mtanisamea, I'm alone. Kuongea continuous can be challenging, especially when you're alone. So that's why I'm saying if you're here, just say hi. It's okay. You can just say hi. You can just enter the chat, Pale. If you're on YouTube, you can just write a comment. If you're on X, just a like is enough. A retweet is enough. You can comment. Just say hi. I'm alone today. Anyway. Oh, but today I don't have my video on. I noticed when I went back to watch my YouTube videos, the YouTube videos, I found my videos are very lagging. So I think it is very distracting if somebody is coming to watch later. So that's why I don't have my video on until I get a powerful machine, definitely, to support those videos well. But yeah, I have everything else. The machine too, I need to up it kidogo. Yeah, that will be done next month. You wait. We have to start somewhere and we have to do things. And we are already doing things. So I don't know what was that chat. It was Qualcomm. Qualcomm. Qualcomm is down today after the open. So what do we expect at Qualcomm? We expect price to range better so that we can still approach the 2022, the 222. And if it ranges, I think we can have a good entry to go to at least boomerang price to 222s. So what am I looking at? Uh-huh. Oh, let's see what Nvidia is trying to do. Whoa, Nvidia made a high. Hey, Nvidia was red earlier in the day and then made a high and it's trying to come back down right now. Wow, we missed that. So very interesting. Anyway, want to see a consolidation so that we can know how to approach that next time. So what has happened? Let me go to the 5 minutes chart and see how high was this high. I could have missed it. Let's see. There was no setup there. That's why I've said I could have missed it. So yes, I'm disclosing everything as we go on. So uh, what we look PayPal. What is PayPal doing? PayPal is still going down, 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 and down. PayPal, yeah, man. PayPal has a channel down. Let's see on the daily time frame. Looks like a head and shoulder, but I don't like the shoulders. Very high. So I can just call it a sideways. Price is chopping sideways. So that is happening. Anyway, uh, Avgo still going up, down, rangy, rangy. We are here to have a breakout, and yes, what is happening elsewhere? Elsewhere, I think that's Google, and Google is still trying to break that high. And I want you guys to give me 5. I need to get a glass of water. So I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry for the wait. And what can we say? We can go look at oil, how oil is behaving. Oil is going up. Oil is back up. Tested the tested the counter trend line, and you might see oil going up and up and up. And funny thing, we can see oil and DXY going towards the same direction. So petrodollar DPEG is on, seriously on. So very exciting, very exciting, very exciting. The stock market is trying to pull back up, and not a slow day as compared to yesterday. Today is much better. Uh, we can see something else. I think Netflix still making highs, but consolidating at the moment. Not much, but a sizable reversal. In a retracement, but we still have like 20 dollars towards our possible out. So we just wait and see. What are you guys looking at? What are you guys looking at on your end? You can look at Meta, see what Meta is doing. Meta still with a tight range there, and if we can try connecting the tops, we can possibly look at see something, and see whatever is trying to happen here. Nothing much is trying to happen. Not much is happening here. Mhm. It's just a sizable range. Uh, very tight for an entry. Too tight for an entry. And any play. So you can just call it a range. A sizable range. Stock market still trying to go up, but most of the tickers are red. The only green triggers are like less than 8 on my watch list. Actually, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So seven tickers are green, and that is telling about the stock market right now. Buy, go wrong. Anyway, uh, we're still here. We're still watching, ready to take advantage of any breakouts. Uh, so still watching, yeah, and we're hoping. What I want to see the stock market going higher and higher. I don't want to be the devil's advocate. I know nimekuwa nikiingiliwa, yeah, after it is not sustainable. We need to see lower rates so that we can see the stock market rally. Yes, I know that, but why are you not selling the stocks? Sell the stocks so you see if you can take advantage of that. Anyway, uh, that is the fundamental side of it, and I'm glad. Was it who are we talking about? The stock market going red and going red because of the FOMC. I think Dennis, our good speculator, was trying to say the market the market will be going red. It's okay to play the devil's advocate, but can you do it? Can you be the devil advocate and act and try selling off the market? So, yeah, ngumu, ngumu, my friend. Anyway, um, what is there to watch? I think we are still trying to go higher on Google. I just want to see that break. If we see a break above yesterday's high, uh, I think I can be a very happy person. Very happy, very happy, very happy. And it's been a while before I was this happy. Why? Because the stock market has been playing around. This this month especially, I've not taken something nice. I think this month up to now I'm down almost 5%, but not almost 5, 4 point something. So yeah, that's almost 5. But I know we'll see something will happen before the month dies. I think after this charade, yeah, FOMC, we will see higher and higher and higher, as you can try to see right now the way the market is trying to go up. So ngoje tuone, huh? Ngoje tuone. Anyway, if you're there on YouTube to trade top traders Kenya, and don't forget to follow the community uh, as well. Don't forget we are all over. We are IG, we are on Facebook, and Facebook we have that group Top Traders Kenya. Uh, definitely on Twitter, we have the same Top Traders Kenya. Please join the community, show support. We want to interact on a scale-based level, and that's the best way to do it. I don't want traders to come here show us the cars and the lie behind all that. Eh, hiyo ndio hiyo ilikuwa advertisement ya kitambo. We want to at least be very objective and try to tell you who is real, who is not. Because what I found out after a previous event I attended is that traders are very ordinary people. They are not that flashy as many guys think, and we need to change that narrative. Yeah, but if you, yeah, they're very ordinary guys. Anyway, we need to look at another ticker. What can I look at right now? I think I can look at coin. Coin has made another point D. So what do we do? We just move point D until breakout. You know, funny thing, what happens? Uh, Something happens when playing continuation setups. The counter trend line appears before any other trend line. So after this counter trend line has formed, whatever pali price tamu kwenda kupivotia for this point D, we already have an entry pale juu. We already know where price will enter, and we already have our price target. Not even target, our height of the opportunity. So this one doesn't matter. It can change anywhere. If it was to pause there, well and good. If it was to pivot here, well and good. If it is to pivot here, well and good. But what matters, and I say it again, the counter trend line is the most important trend line of what? Of continuation patterns. So whenever we see a breakout, that's when we will play. So I'm allowed to move point D as many times as possible without fear of contradiction. Sawa sawa? Sawa sawa? Sini sawa, my friends? Anyway, najaribu kuwa comedian but I can't. Anyway, that is my point anyway. Uh, And that I'm explaining whatever you see on the chart, and whatever you see me doing on the chart, and dragging this and this around this side, this side. So what else can we see? We want to see Microsoft going higher and higher and higher, and I think we can see another print of the day, another high print of the day, and it's exciting. Yes, we have another HOD, and I hope we can recover and see price go higher and higher and higher. Yes, this is what we do every day, not what we do, what I personally do each and every day when I'm sitting and try squeezing something out of the market each and every day as from the market open and before the market open when I'm doing analysis. So hivi ndio tunashindaga kila siku. So what else can we see? I think coin is aggressively coming back. Uh, yes, it's really trying. And are we looking at anything else down here? No, I don't think so. Uh-huh. But the thing is consistency. What I'll do, I won't stop doing whatever I'm doing. We will be here on your faces every day. Please don't get tired of me. But if you know anybody who is interested in the stock market, here I am. I'll be here. Try and explain. If you're a silent follower, you can still follow. You can still follow and yeah, follow. Follow silently. Enjoy whatever this free information is coming to you, and I think ni vizuri. If you want us to interact, but nowadays likes are not even being. You can't see who has liked anything, so you can just drop a like. It won't do anything wrong to you. So drop a like pale. I think Elon alisaidia watu wengi. To I think stalkers are really mad about it, but yeah, enda pale, weka like, weka retweet ukijisikia. Anyway. Let's move on. I think Google is doing exemplary today, and we can see that breakout. See breakout aki jaman. From where price reacted from yesterday, and if we can see something higher, if we can see price go higher, it will be something very positive for me, for you. So mhm, mhm. That is me pulling this to break even. I'm trying to Not I'm trying, I've just pulled my my stop loss to break even for Microsoft. So yeah, hiyo ndio tunaendaga, unaenda tu polepole. I know stocks are not that fast, so hapa ni kugoja, kukuwa mpole, you just wait and eventually it pays off. But we have very many tickers to take advantage of. That's the exciting bit of it. So stick with me. I want to show you whatever I do every day. What I do every day. The ones who are joining, welcome. We do this thing every day, 3:30 to 6:30. Yes, you're not late. You have 30 minutes. You have 30 minutes with you guys, and all I can say, thank you for support. You know, we're trying to do something different here. This is the way I interacted with stocks before. I used to go to some YouTube channel where these guys were commentating on how they trade stocks every day. So I chose to do the same. Me and Jesse, because Jesse is the one who showed me that channel, and very interesting. And I think it's a way to communicate to guys and show the guys what and how, and it is possible to play stocks day to day. It's not only about currency. It's not only about the gold. It's not only about the commodities. So feel free to say hi, like, tweet if possible. Uh, if it is distracting your Twitter time, I think I know the recordings are there on YouTube. You can go on YouTube, Top Traders Kenya. Go watch the previous recordings if you don't have enough time to follow up on the live stream. But something very good if anybody needs to understand more about stocks and the market in general, because we are not only talking about stocks. And the market is really trying to go back up. It is trying to go green, and exciting to see. And There is softy. Google. I think it has already broken that top we were waiting for, and very exciting. I think we are operating on yesterday's high of the day, and hopefully we will break that and possibly go on and on and on after breaking this channel today. The channel which was very respected yesterday here, as I pointed it out yesterday early in the day. So after breaking this, I think we might see price go higher and higher, possibly test the yesterday's gap up and go on. I'm really positive about this. We can see more bullishness in the stock market today because today is definitely better than yesterday. Why? Because today at least the market is busy and we have good moves as compared to yesterday. Yesterday was very slow, very slow. So that's that. Mhm. So the market is still trying to go higher. I see the Nasdaq is in green. You can see the S&P 500 is trying to reduce that trend and possibly go higher. And Adobe is still high. And what else? What else are we looking at? Coinbase still moving up and down. Not really decided when it wants to go. Nvidia is still going higher and higher, retracing in, but still want to go higher and higher. So if you're joining us right now, yes, I am alone today because Jesse had some issues. He was here earlier, so with an apology, he says they have power issues at their place, and perks of having a UPS. UPS is something very important. Anyway, Netflix still trying to make though it is going back up aggressively, as you can see. And that's very exciting. And I think I want to see something else. We had mapped out something. I think it's Avgo. Avgo, we still want to see that consolidation break. But right now, it is allowed to consolidate as the best way it can. Uh-huh. Now the stock market is trying to go low as Nasdaq has turned red. It is now turned red, I think, after the open of the new candle, the new 15 minutes candle. And yeah, iko tu hapo. We are like a tight range, but I hope it won't be like yesterday, that tight range, up and down, up and down, and up and down. So what I'm expecting price to go move much higher, break that counter trend line, and then yeah, we see some good highs so that price can move. Uh-huh. Yeah, JP Morgan is back up from a very bad sell-off in the banking stocks. I think there is some recovery, and mm, what can I say? It is a very good one. Let me see what is happening on the rest. The dollar is giving back some gains, as you can see, some gains back, and let's remind ourselves what we saw on the higher time frame. Okay, so we expect price to go higher and higher, possibly test this range. No, not this SR price resistance. And if it breaks there, I think we can see price going and testing the upper trend line. So yeah, we just wait for this channel to clear out. What is gold doing? Gold still trying to do the same thing. Nothing is changing. Price is very slow here on the FX side. We can see Bitcoin back to the greens. The stock market still trying to go up. What else is happening? There we can see what silver is doing. Silver is still trying to go up, but nothing much is happening. Uh-huh. The same channel as gold. Uh-huh. Nothing much to see. Going back to the stock market, Google is still the leader here today. Nasema since jana there was no much action. Today want to see aggression kidogo kidogo pale. So this is very exciting. As we still have our position on. Yeah. Let me check how the position is going. It's not bad. Just above the open, the entry. So nothing much. We just tumemaliza tu kulipa swaps, but higher for longer because what are we watching? Our TP is at 186. So we have like 10. We have like $10 to cover. So hakuna kuogopa. Ni pale tu just after. Adobe still doing its thing. Acha tuone the range ya Adobe. Adobe still in the range. Nothing much is happening. Nothing much is happening. Very tight range, but a very promising ticker. So yeah, you want to see this ticker perform well. You want to see it. I want to see it. I'm ready to. I'm ready for entries. I don't want to hold it now until I see a good price entry, possibly backed by a good setup. But as for now, we just wait. Just wait. We just wait. Just wait. Nothing much is happening. Sorry for that. I was away kidogo. Microsoft is going down kidogo. Trying to range. Possibly gives us another entry. Possibly. So if we have this as a counter trend line and we see price going down, it means if we see another break there, we can expect price to go much higher. So yeah, it's something to watch. But I think the games are still on. It is resembling yesterday. It is almost making the same plays as yesterday. Not Microsoft per se, but the entire market in general. We're looking at a range. Just a range. Nothing is happening apart from I think Google is making a decent high and still at yesterday's high, but at least we are at the high of the day. So maybe in the afternoon, their afternoon, not ours, we might see price go and gap up higher and higher. So yeah, ni kuangalia tu, ni kugojea if price gets to. I know stock market is not about momentum. If you want momentum, I know the forex market is full of momentum, but right now the stock market is has very moderate momentum, and that's why I'm here. I don't want. Okay, not I don't want, but my strategy doesn't really favor high momentum. Volatility it can maybe handle, but volatility plus momentum, it's a recipe for disaster when it comes to trading patterns. So especially if you're a breakout trader. So as for me, I think I am okay with this slowness because you don't really have to trade every day. You don't really have to make those entries every day, but you can still analyze every day. Being not in a trade doesn't mean that you're not here watching. So that's why I say traders don't really make that, don't really have that break, and don't really go for holidays. You can be on a holiday, but you're still looking at the chart and see what price is doing. So yeah, hakuna kitu kama ati taking a break ati ile you're not looking at charts. I don't think that has ever happened to me. I've tried a couple of times taking a break. You end up removing you end up deleting trading view from your phone, and the next thing you know, it is the market open, and you're watching the markets play out. So or you just watching news na utapata tu nayo anywhere, you just out and about somewhere, and you just hear financial news, and then you're back on chat. So that is trading for you. I think if you don't have the passion, you can say it. It's just passion. Passion, the drive. I think that's the drive to the financial markets. And yeah, that's the typical trader. And yeah, that's me. That's what I do. Uh huh. Let's see what's happening. Uh huh. So what's happening? Higher and higher and higher for higher and higher and higher for Google. Google almost making a pointer, a full percentage up, and yeah, on and on and on we go. So that is that. Uh-huh. That is that. Today is Friday, so the last trading day of the day, and the competition is still on. I don't know if you guys are holding over the weekend anything. If you're holding anything, especially I know the gold traders like holding some things. So if you're holding anything, tuambieni. Uh, Tell us we see what you're holding. Uh-huh. But I know crypto traders don't go for, they don't know what is a weekend. Actually, we have a very long weekend, but I'll be here on Monday since the weekend was announced, I think, earlier today. I'll be here on Monday because the stock market will be open. And who am I without consistency? I'll have to be here consistently unless I'm sick or anything. But I'll be here. Want consistent, consistent, consistent. If not me, I think Jesse will be the holding this. And if not Jesse, definitely we have to keep the ball up. We have to keep the ball alive. We are very many. We have very many friends we can do this with. But uh, every day you need to get used to this. We'll be doing this again and again and again. So what can I look at quickly? I can look at what is happening in yeah, even Goldman Sachs is trying to go up kidogo. What has happened with the banking stocks? I would like to see what is happening. And for that, I think let me check my FinViz and see what is happening. Before the close, I think I have 15 minutes to end the stream. But what will happen? Everything about FinViz is stocks are down, futures open lower, futures open lower. So let me just check on him and see whatever is happening. I want to see JPM. Come on. No news. So I just think it was the market just saw it as a discount from the sell off. I think since last week or the last what? I think that was just opportunist traders who just looked at it as a discount and they are buying. No setup to back that buy. So, like I said, we sit in in our hands and until something happens, something worthwhile. But for now, just watch. But the banking stocks are rebounding back up. So yeah, opened lower but rebounding back up, trying to cover up some of the losses early in the day. Uh-huh. What else? What else? What else are we seeing on the others? Nothing much is happening, but better than yesterday. Way better than yesterday. Yesterday it was tight, tight, tight. That range was very tight. If you agree, if you are here with me, and Ama, if you are trading too, Shopify. Let's see what Shopify is doing. It's still making those highs. Actually, uh, it is my strongest after Broadcom. Shopify is the strongest here. So, and why are we not talking about GameStop? GameStop and AMC are really sliding with also super microcomputers. At a Sega too, going the price is going down, down, down. So yes, we are back in that range. It's a range, and it's tight. But who are we to complain? We just wait and see what the stock market will do, and you react according to whatever is being brought on your table. So Definitely not looking to take advantage of any sales, but give me a buy, I'll take that buy. I'll choose to react whenever I see an opportunity that favors my strategy. I'll say it again. Our recordings are on YouTube. Top Traders Kenya. I'll put up links after the show. Uh, we are on Twitter. We are on Instagram. We are on TikTok. We'll be streaming there live. Hopefully, in the coming future. But right now we are streaming on X and we are streaming on YouTube. So kindly follow us, follow our communities, follow our community on Facebook too. Uh, not on Facebook. We have a group, and definitely will our handle will come up soon too. But right now, follow that group. Follow the Twitter group and follow that Twitter community. We will bring some good content. We have spaces and many more lined up. So we have good threads and educative threads. Hopefully, yeah, we'll keep the ball rolling. So just show support and come if you want to learn about stocks. I'll be here every day for 3 hours pre-market and after and during the first 2 hours of the market. That's why I always do this here, and I'll be doing this here until I. Yeah, we help some of the guys who are very interested in stocks. So yes, I'm looking to do this for fuller for longer. So yeah, thank you for guys joining in. I know it's late. I know I have like 9 minutes left, but thank you. If you really want to watch this, we're still on. We're still on YouTube. Our recordings are there. Go see them. Go see them. Support, subscribe, like. That's all we ask. Like Twitter, like everywhere. Yeah. Just kasupport kidogo si mbaya. Plus likes zilifungwa. You can't go spying and shame people for liking something. So don't be shamed for liking my tweets. Yeah. But yeah, that was the market today, and Google is still going higher and higher. It's very exciting to see that. And officially, we have a high of we beat the high of yesterday, and hopefully we will be at a percentage higher, an entire percentage up. Hopefully, Mhm. I've really tried today. I think it's the first time I'm doing this. I think almost all by myself. Uh-huh. But yeah, it was decently good. I can't complain. I think you are here, uh, talking to the screen all along. But actually, you can just like and see, just say something. Just say hi. Pale kwa comments. If you're on YouTube, just say hi on the live chat. Something good. Yeah, nothing much is happening on Microsoft. Nothing much is happening there. I think we'll see a bullish close towards the end of the day, towards the end of the week actually because it's the weekly. It's Friday, and we'll see the weekly close. So I think the stock market will close higher. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think I'll put up a poll. I'll be putting up a poll every day when we start the day, and ask you guys and ask you if you what do you think the market will behave that day, and it will be interesting to see how you guys expect the market to behave. So I'll be putting up that poll. I'll be trying to put up that poll every day. Something I've just thought of. It is another way of interacting with you guys. So yeah, but I think it will close higher. I hope. I also hope. I know it's hopium. I know some guys will say the market's not about hopium, but I'm allowed to hope. Nobody can bar me from hoping. What is Tesla doing? Still playing around the channel. How come she didn't see this? It was a brutal one, and I think we have a channel down. I feel like buying these lows on Tesla because this is somewhat looks like a retest, and I'm very interested in this. So let me check out the RR here. It's qualified as a retest. Let me play this towards the end. A retest. I didn't think Tesla will go this low, courtesy of this one here. So I'll just go to my Tesla. Sikuwa nimeona hiyo, and I want to what? Let me let me map it out first. Let me map it out my end, and what will I do? I'll take my calculator and I'll take my pen and try to do something here. Take my calculator and estimate from here 169. So the high of 192.17. 192.17. That is a difference of 192.17. Oh, guys, I'm trying to take advantage of this Tesla trade because it qualifies as a retest to me, and a retest in the higher time frame. I think a 1 hour retest. So I want to take that discount and take advantage of a $23 opportunity. So if I take opportunity, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Excuse. If you decide to enter at 178, 178.20, 178.20. My out will be at 201.33. So take profit at 201.33, and I'll just make an entry there. Show my lines. 0.14. Okay. Times the process 172, 3, 133. And I have a buy. What is happening on this other side? I think Google is back up. Back up. So I have entered a trade on Tesla from the from 17 178. Entered a trade on Tesla at 179.40. So let me adjust this according to the entries I've made. 179.40. Took my out at 201. 201.201.33, and I have my out at 172.73. 73. So that is me, and we wait it to play out. I think this is something I can hold for a very long time. I think a couple of weeks, because I don't expect it to go. Like I told you, it's an intermediate setup, so just wait. So why am I saying it qualifies as a iliitaje before as a retest? And this is the type of retest I'm talking about. This is a retest on the lower time frame, the Kawan hour, the 15 minutes. So this is another one, and it is retesting the previous retest of the smaller time frame. So yeah, and this is a discounted price, expecting price to bounce. It has bounced here and here. Let me show you before I go. I think it's past my time, but I had to to place that trade. It has tested there and it has tested there. So gives me enough conviction that we might see price go much higher. So that is my retest point on the higher time frame. So tutaona, si tutakuwa tu hapa. Yeah, wait and see. The stock market is trying to push much higher, and hey, hivi ndio kunaenda. Expect some good things. I want to end my stream today here. I want to end it here, and I thank you so much for whoever has been here since the word go, and thank you for being here, for showing support, and every day we'll be doing this from 3:30 to 6:30. Make sure you go on YouTube if you missed today's session, a better part of it, and yeah, we will appreciate the support, and I will personally I'll appreciate the support. I've been alone today, but I've managed to do the 3 hours, so yeah, need to grace the grace of God. Anyway, have a blessed weekend. I know it's a long weekend. Be careful out there, and go touch grass by the toka kwa nyumba, msikae kwa nyumba tu kila saa. Anyway, uh, thank you, thank you, and thanks a lot.